Robbie TV, Shake Back, Carry Back, live with it, baby. Back live with it. We got a couple topics to talk about. We're on a late night tip with it, on a late night tip. Got a couple topics to talk about, man. Just saying update with my man Lil Poppa, man. He said he shot himself in the head, man. I ain't think that was the case. You gonna look into that? Like, yo, you gotta be a strong motherfucker to shoot yourself in the head, yo. God damn. I thought he'd have just, went out like how he thought he would have. I thought he OD'd for real. But from what they saying, they said it was a gunshot wound to the head. And they say he crashed or something. I don't know. The story seemed a little, I mean, you never know. But the story sounded a little flimsy. Said he crashed the car. He was on the phone with his manager. And then, while on the phone with his manager, he shot himself in the head. I don't know. I ain't think Lil Poppa was that motherfucking depressed. Like, god damn. Anybody, you shoot yourself in the head, bro. You a strong motherfucker, yo. Cause I take a lot of balls, I'll say that. Shoot yourself in the head. But we're gonna get into that, man. And we got 50 Cent, yo, and fucking Jim Jones ass, man. They caught Jim Jones down bad. 50 Cent ass, man, said he fucking got his ass evicted. Jim Jones and this motherfucker fucking trying to break the door down. I think he broke one of the doors down, actually kicking that bitch in like he the fucking, like it's a raid. Man, he kicked that bitch down. I'm like, god damn. You know he was mad as a motherfucker. But they said he must have broke the lease or something. I don't know. 50 Cent a petty nigga though, yo. How the fuck 50 Cent get that footage? Man, but 50 said he bought the building. You know what I mean? Like, god damn. That shit crazy, man. We gonna get on that too, cause I know Jim Jones mad as a bitch. He was already on that motherfucker. Ain't had no heat. Man, that shit crazy. Whoa. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe, Robbie TV. We speaking on 50 Cent situation with Jim Jones. Let's get into that first. We want to see my man Lil Poppa. Let me see, 50 Cent. That's crazy, man. You already got Jim Jones evicted, though. Like, god damn, yo, you gotta be a petty ass nigga, yo, to do some shit like that. Let me see. He say, damn, Jim Jones, damn, he threatened to press charges on yo. Let's see what they talking about.
I said, okay, fine, right? He's been saying...
Say 50 Cent drops for seats on Jim Jones and man, Whoa, what's up, man? Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man, Robbie TV. Yeah, you know what I mean? We on our way to 500 subscribers, baby. We gotta keep the ball rolling. So yeah, we speaking on Jim Jones and 50 Cent right now. 50 Cent just got Jim Jones ass evicted, which is crazy. I don't know how the hell. Yo, 50 Cent, yo, I will say, yo, that's one nigga that's really gonna be petty. Like, you got some niggas that just go overboard petty. That's 50 Cent ass, yo. You know where this nigga bought the building and got this man evicted. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy, yo. We gonna see Jim Jones looked bad, too, kicking that door down. Like, god damn, shorty. You gotta pay your bills, man. Pay your debt. Yeah, man, because you a rapper, that'll be... You can't go around not paying motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when you is a rapper, you should want to do it even more, because motherfuckers can't wait to say you ain't paying and put you on the blog. So let's see what the fuck they talking about, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. Speaking on 50 Cent, Jim Jones situation. Allegedly, 50 Cent just got Jim Jones ass evicted. put out that podcast. They just had the podcast. Let's rap about it. Thinking like they gonna be motherfucking talking, trying to get a motherfucking new studio now. That shit crazy.
For like, since October. And he keeps trying to build it, but he won't sign the lease. He's like, I don't like these terms. I want like 6 months of build out and ridiculous bullshit. We also have a partnership agreement where half of what he's building now, his media, belongs to us. But he won't tell us how much he's making and doing all these things. So half of the content he's creating, if you want to buy that too, I'll sell you half the company. He's not a business. He's like insane. To me, it's worth very little to nothing. But if it works out for you, I could throw that in as a sweetener. Okay, so what I'm trying to...
Damn. So what he's basically saying is, yo basically just said that. So basically, Jim Jones was being a fucked up contract with these motherfuckers, and basically he's saying, man, your company ain't worth nothing, but you ain't even been open front about how much you making and all that. So that's part of the contract. And he's saying that yo, I ain't lie, that Let's Rap About It podcast 40. I can't even lie to you. That probably out of all of them, that might be the phoniest one. Like I think I might like Uncle Murder and all them shit, and Tony Yayo, they funny, and you know what I mean? Like, though, that rap about it shit. That shit it's first off, it's too many of them. Then it's like you got like it's I don't know, and it don't really mesh together. Jim Jones and fucking Mano should have just created their own podcast, and you know what I mean, or whatever. I don't know, but them niggas, all four of them plus Fab, and I fuck with Fab, but that's why it's Rap About It podcast. That shit phony. I can't. I ain't even no hating. You know what I mean? They just don't mesh. All them four different guys, and it's. You know what I mean? It just, and then it look like they trying too hard. Like it don't really look good. But Jim Jones ass, man, his ass, he down bad for this one. That's crazy, man. You already got that, man. What's up, man? I'm doing good, man. I'm chilling. You feel what I'm saying? Nice Friday. We on live with a late night tip. See how the late night work for me. You know what I mean? We on here speaking on Jim Jones and 50 Cent. 50 Cent a petty motherfucker, yo. 50 Cent just got Jim Jones' ass evicted. Bought his whole building. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I can't even probably blame it, put everything on 50 Cent. Jim Jones' ass probably was breaking the contract. He probably breached the contract. You know what I mean? Probably ain't really read it. Probably just trying to jump out the window. You know what I mean? And I ain't really read the contract. And now this motherfucker, you know what I mean? He probably owe money and all types, and he ain't got no podcast, he ain't got no studio no more, ain't got no podcast, and he probably owe money. And he probably going to get charges filed against him too. This motherfucker then broke the door down and all types of crazy shit. So that's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I appreciate the likes, bro. I appreciate the likes, man. Yeah, make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. Robbie TV. We on our way to 500 subscribers, man. Let's get it.
He signed a lease with me. Right now he owes, and I'm gonna say in a short way, at least 80,000, if not 180,000.
Damn.
The monthly rent on the old lease, not this.
They say over 180,000. Oh yeah, that motherfucker kicking like it's 5 o'clock raid. Damn.
What's up? Yeah, I'm good. No, come on. What was you talking about? He cut the lights off. You're not supposed to, you heard Jim? Huh? He cut the lights off.
Man, you got a Nike boots on too. That's a strong door right there. Yo, this nigga in this, that shit look like it's a fucking hotel.
What's up? What happened? Yeah, I'm good. No, it's fine.
You see the little white lady, everything okay? She definitely about to call up. You hear that motherfucker? He breaking them door. He just, that's two of them he just broke. Yeah, fucking suck.
We're not supposed to be urgent. Huh? He cut the light bulb.
Damn. Don't fuck around, get face charges for that. Yo was really that motherfucker kicking that bitch in. Yo, he had to be mad as a bitch. Damn. All on camera. Yo, this look bad. I ain't gonna lie, this bad. It's a bad look. It's a bad look for Jim, man. You too old to be doing this, man. You 50 years old. Can't be kicking the motherfucking doors like you fucking 20. Like, come on, bro. It's a bad look for y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This a always a bad look. When he got his mans and shit trying to get in. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, this a bad look, bruh. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. You gotta pay his motherfucking back, yo. You gotta pay your debt, yo. Can't be walking around here and then you can't be just signing on any type of contract. Like you probably signed a bad contract. That's what it sounds like. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He probably ain't expect how he was. That's the only thing too. Like, that's why it's like, yo, that's why it's better to go with business by yourself, bro. Because if you go with business by yourself and it flop, you lost buddy by yourself. I mean, you lost buddy, but at least it's your old buddy you lost. I mean, if anybody took a downfall, it's just you. But when you start going in business with motherfuckers and you start getting,
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Low.
You start going in business with motherfuckers and you start, you know what I mean, signing contracts and doing partnerships and, you know what I mean, and then shit don't go how it go, then that's when shit start getting real sticky. You know what I mean? Shit start getting, discombobulated for real. You feel what I'm saying? Cause you got everybody that got hands in it, you know what I mean? And everybody trying to get their money out. But when it's just you by yourself, then you know what I mean, you ain't gotta worry about none of that. That's why it's better just going business by yourself. It's gonna take longer, it's gonna be harder, and it's damn sure, you know what I mean, gonna, be a longer battle, but it's all good because, if everything fail, you don't owe nobody nothing but yourself. That's it. But when shit like this, you go in partnerships and deals and motherfuckers, you heard what Joe just say, said the company worth damn near nothing. You know what I mean? Like, know what I mean? But you still got, anyway you go, you have to pay your lease, though. You got to pay your lease, Jim Jones. God damn. Can't be out this bitch not owing motherfuckers money and not, you know what I mean? Like, then you already know, 50 Cent, you know that nigga, he gonna find time to be petty. So you damn sure got to be on your P's and Q's beefing with him, because he gonna find any dirt on you he can and straight expose that shit. But you shouldn't want to be doing that anyway, Jim Jones. Your ass too old for that, man. You supposed to have all your priorities and straight, all your ducks in a row, man. You know what I mean? And we all know, I ain't gonna say, you know what I mean, shit gotta be perfect, because shit happens. I ain't gonna say shit, you know what I mean, shit happens, shit flops, shit fucks over, but that's when it comes to a point where, you gotta be smart enough to know where it's like, yo, I gotta, you can't be just signing no contracts, not like that. Now, if ain't no contract signed, it's something, and shit flop, it's something different. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. Niggas gotta chuck that up. But once them contracts and all that shit get signed, motherfuckers start spending money and giving out, you know what I mean, deals and equipment and all types of shit. Money start getting involved and niggas don't recoup that. That's when shit start getting iffy, man. Shit, niggas start, you know what I mean, bickering and arguing, and you see shit like this happening. Motherfuckers start getting evicted and shit. You gotta pay your lease, Jim Jones, man. This a bad look for you, bro. Then they got you on camera doing that too. It's a
50
bad
Cent
look.
just made a major announcement. Apparently, he is Jim Jones' landlord. You heard that correctly, okay? Moments ago, 50 Cent posted a picture with him and Jim Jones' alleged landlord to where he films his podcast. And in the post, it says, Sam is my partner. I own the joint. Now you're going to fix every door you kick, or I'm going to kick your ass, Jimmy.
Damn.
On Monday, you're destroying my property. This is crazy, y'all.
Damn, 50 Cent, yo, go back, yo. Yo, 50 Cent a petty nigga, yo. Yo took a picture, yo, this nigga 50 Cent wild, yo. Hold on.
Moments Jim Jones' alleged land. You heard that correctly. 50 Cent just made a major announcement.
Oh, when he took a picture with the, yo, this nigga 50 crazy, yo. I ain't even gonna lie to you. This the ultimate petty right here, bro. Like, nigga, that nigga say, yo, you fucked up my property.
Landlord.
Yo, it's crazy.
Okay, moments ago, 50 Cent posted a picture with him and Jim Jones' alleged landlord to where he films his podcast. And in the post,
yo, nigga say, Sam is my partner. I own the joint now. You're gonna fix every door you kick, or I'm going to kick your ass. Yo, say by Monday, you're destroying my property. Yo, this nigga, anything by Monday. I ain't gonna lie, 50, you better have 50. Yeah, man, niggas, yo, nigga gotta get their shirts. I need my money by Monday. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo, I don't fuck with 50 Cent, yo, but you can't be nothing but just laugh at him, yo. Cause this nigga 50 Cent is a character, yo. I can't even lie. Like, how the hell this motherfucker, yo, you let this nigga. And even if he is your landlord, yo, you supposed to have that bread, yo. You supposed to have that, yo. Just because you know, like, but you can tell that shit when he said the shit wasn't profitable. You know what I mean? Them niggas probably spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on equipment and lights and all. I mean, these niggas, everybody big time rappers. Oh yeah, yo, this shit won't work. Yo, everybody, you know what I mean? Podcast is what it is. And then nobody give a fuck about what y'all old ass niggas got to say. You know what I mean? Like then it's like is unorganized. It's you know what I mean? Like that shit crazy, yo. That shit crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that was a big flop. That was a big flop, man. Them niggas should have just came up with a collaboration motherfucking mixtape or something. Like, I ain't gonna lie. The podcast game is washed up now. Like that shit is you know what I mean? It's getting oversaturated, yo. Especially with the rappers. Like everybody, all rappers got podcasters now. And you see every rapper, Tony Yayo and them niggas just came up with something. Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder, everybody got podcasters. That's just like the new wave. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that shit getting oversaturated now. Most of these niggas ain't even got no character for they ain't funny. Only one I will that's a little funny is Fat Joe. But he funny for bluffing. You know what I mean? That's what make him funny because he just over tell stories and shit that didn't even happen. But this nigga 50 is diabolical, yo.
Sam is my partner. I own the joint. Now you're gonna fix every door you kick, or I'm gonna kick your ass, Jimmy. By Monday, you're destroying my property. This is crazy, y'all. In one of the craziest plot twists we've ever seen in 2026, are you telling me 50 is now the landlord to when Jim Jones films his podcast? Now, of course, he uploaded these videos of Jim trying to break into the location where he films the podcast because, again, if this eviction is true, I mean, essentially, they changed the lock, okay? I'm not sure how they do it in NYC, but in certain states, you know, back in the day, it shouldn't be on the lawn. Well, in this case, it looked like Jim Jones is locked out. All right, now he destroying property, intimidating, you know what I mean, other people that's on the property. Yo, this is crazy. Now, how the hell did we get here? You mean to tell me Jim Jones can't afford to pay his bills? I mean, come on. Now, as you seen in the beginning of the video, according to the landlord, they had an arrangement, and Jim Jones is not, you know, doing his part. Seemed like he trying to strong on the location from the landlord, and now it seems as if it backfired because, according to 50, if you don't take care of your bill by Monday, it's gonna be some trouble, man. Some trouble. Dollar bill, dollar bill. This is crazy. All right, listen.
That's
I didn't
crazy.
expect this. It's only February. All right, we
Look, yo,
understand.
this nigga, yo,
50
yo,
has
kicking the
long
shit out
list of
that door,
enemies,
yo.
But Jim, you might be in the top 3 now. This is crazy. Who would have thought that 50 Cent would end up being the landlord the way Jim Jones films this podcast? I mean, at this point, Jim, just wave the white flag because
Might as well.
this is wild. I mean, like I said, how
Yo,
did
Jim
we get
Jones'
to a point
career,
that
damn, your shit might
Jim
be over after
Jones
this.
is looking like he don't want to take care of his business? I mean, come on. You got all of these men that's a part of the Let's Rap About It podcast, and you mean to tell me at this point no one has decided to sit down and say, yo, let's figure out a way where, this doesn't continue because now,
Right.
yo, you adding
Y'all
more
niggas'
child
reputation on the line.
elements, making the scene hot. And for what? Pay them bills, man. You doing kung fu. Like I said in the last video, you better kung fu hustle your ass down to them sheriff office and pay them people, man. Give 50 that money because this is crazy. I
He
did
gonna
not
need his
expect
money
to
by
see
Monday.
something like this. And now, Jim Jones is making it worse because, of course,
Jones better go holler at the consignment king in Harlem. Yeah, babe.
And it seems
Go
as if
get,
he
yeah,
just wants
babe.
to capitalize
Quarter bill on
off the
consignment.
momentum. He doesn't want to acknowledge what everyone is reacting to because this is crazy. 50 Cent just put the dagger in this whole situation.
Yeah, 50 Cent, that's the
and
dagger
just
right
uploading
there.
these videos, I mean, yo, this is damaging. Checkmate. This is over. Come on. Like 50 said, Sam is my new friend. And why wouldn't he? Shit, he want to get his money. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, shit.
This goes to show.
Everybody love 50 Cent. Caddy, lie. Everybody try these motherfuckers.
Okay. And
Everybody
one
know
thing
50
that
Cent.
comes with it is, the cost of filming content. Now, like I said, Jim Jones moments ago, he made this post saying, give me a second. I'm trying to figure out what I need to promo while I got the spotlight again. Got it. IFC news coming soon. See, listen, I guess y'all gonna switch up the location. I'm not sure, but it looked like 50 is not playing. If not, your ass gonna be filming outside in the snow weather, man, Jim, because this is crazy. He done uploaded the eviction notice. Now he hanging out with the landlord. Listen,
Yo, they took the landlord to lunch. They said 50 Cent took me to
this is
lunch.
crazy, man. Look, this is
Yo,
the
that
video
is
Jim
crazy,
Jones
yo.
posted, in the middle of the morning. He think he's showing up. This is why I said, kung fu hustle your ass down to that sheriff office and pay them people because you out of pocket, man. This is why.
Damn sure out of
You got Jim
pocket.
back here looking crazy in 2026. Damn, who would have thought that 50 would end up being the landlord to Jim? He might just press charges the way Jim out here making the scene hot. Like I said, to me it seemed like
They say he might press charges.
must be trying to bully the landlord in the back.
He was definitely trying to bully the landlord.
That Jim doesn't have the money to, compensate the landlord for his end of the arrangement that they had. I mean, come on, if you own the building, you gotta pay the rent. And according to the landlord in the audio, $180,000. That's a lot of money, man. Come on. Anybody trying to take that L? Then you trying to strong arm for the property, you know what I mean? Allegedly, I mean, come on. This ain't the 90s. You can't do that, man. You
Right.
gotta take care of your business. And right now, when it comes to the perception, it's up with this one. Like I said, anybody that's ever had any issues with 50, you might as well come on out now because, damn, this man
Nobody,
just
yo.
literally checkmated Jim Jones. And let's hope that,
Damn, nobody not kicked the door in,
if
though.
not, then the Let's Rap About It podcast might have to take a hiatus. But y'all let me know, man. What are your thoughts on 50 Cent becoming?
Yeah, that's a bad look, Jim. That's a bad look when they call him Joe Mo. Yeah, babe. Like, this crazy, bro. This nigga, man, 50 Cent is wild. Yo, really hanging out with the landlord. Yo, took the landlord to lunch. Yo, this nigga wild. But Jim Jones, he right, though, yo. Like, yo, you gotta pay your bills, bro. Fuck is you doing trying strong on this man, yo? You can't be trying strong on this man, yo. And you know what I mean? Like, he around don't got the money because I don't think the podcast doing is as successful as they thought it would. You feel what I'm saying? But still, though, bro, you gotta take that L on the chin, man. You know what I mean? Pay the lease up for however long it is, a year, 6 months, whatever. And then get the fuck up out of there. You know what I mean? Find something cheap or whatever. But, yo, you can't be trying strong on a man then you go in there, kick the doors in, and like, you know what I mean, do all that, and like that shit crazy, man. They fuck around, charge Jim Jones for that shit. Like I wouldn't be surprised. You hear what I mean? Like that shit crazy, man. Like let me see what the like. Yo, this nigga wild, yo. This nigga 50 Cent wild as shit. Yo, already got the footage though. This nigga 50 Cent gonna get some footage. Like, god damn. That shit crazy. Let me see. So you'll respond. Let me see. This nigga doing kung fu or something? Yeah, this nigga doing kung fu.
50 reposting old clips, making jokes, and even bringing up that fake designer shirt situation from back in the day. Calling it Gucci, but I digress. If you know 50, he don't just troll once. He stacks it up, he keeps poking, and he waits for a reaction. Then now, boom,
Go crazy.
Another clip surfaces allegedly showing Jim in a heated situation involving a door, notices, and what people online are saying is some kind of landlord rent issue.
This nigga wild, man. Like this nigga Jimmy wild, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like that's a bad look. That's a bad look. That's a new low that you done hit. God damn, shorty. Damn, Jimmy. Got you out here looking bad, bro. Nigga got the tapes on you. Got you kicking doors in, so you ain't paying your bills. Yeah, babe. You got this bitch looking bad, man. Podcast ain't doing good. That shit crazy. But let's get to my man, Lord Poppa, man. Lord Poppa. Now, I guess they done came up with the news with Lord Poppa now saying that you know what I mean? So let's see what they talking about now, because they saying he shot himself and all this. Oh, excuse me, y'all. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's see. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. Speaking on this Pop situation, man. Lord Poppa, man. Let's see what they talking about. I want to hear what they saying. These guys. Let me see. A lot of people see they putting it in Julio, Fulio. See, they ain't really. It's really on IG though. But let me see if I can find something. Let me see what you're talking about.
Man, what's up, man?
I think that's fucking whatchamacallit.
Lil Poppa, born Janarius Wheeler, has died at the age of 25. The medical examiner's office in Fulton County, Georgia, confirming his death to us. The Jacksonville native built a loyal fan base. Christina Burgess has been speaking with those who grew up with him. And Christina, they tell you that his legacy will live on.
Heather and Anthony, Lil Poppa was more than just a rapper. He was a hometown dream turned reality. At just 25 years old, he built a powerful voice for himself in the music industry. Now his friends, family, and fans try to process his sudden loss. Those who grew up beside him say that he was bigger than just music.
He's just a great guy. Outside of the music and the artistry, man, he was a good human. And I'll never forget him.
Jacksonville native and music producer Scotty OTH says he grew up with rapper Lil Poppa, and the two shared big dreams.
I was making beats, and he was making music. In 2019, 18, we ended up making, our first track together. Outside is deeper than music. That was family to me. We called each other cousins.
Scotty says his grind was unmatched.
Very hard worker. I ain't never seen nobody outwork Poppa. I always use the last man standing in the studio. Forever Young was Poppa's favorite song that we did together.
In 2022, Lil Poppa signed with Yo Gotti's collective music group, a defining moment in his career. He released several fan favorites, including Love and War, Mind Over Matter, and Happy Tears, along with projects like Almost Normal Again. Just this past Friday, he released a new single titled Out of Town Bay. Since the news of his passing broke, Lil Poppa has been trending on X. He had nearly 1 million followers on Instagram and more than 600,000 listeners on Spotify.
I feel empty, but I love him. I love him to death, always will. And I'm just trying to compartmentalize everything.
Photographer and creator Terrence Tyson says he met Lil Poppa at the very beginning of his career.
I know how, like myself and a lot of other people, like how hard we went for him to
really
get where we needed to be. It was a.
So they ain't really say how he passed though. It said he Nash. I ain't trying to hear what the fuck he gotta say. They ain't really saying. So let me go to Instagram. So Instagram, they saying, let me see, saying that he shot himself, man. I don't really want to believe that. Let me see. Yeah, say he was. See, it say Lil Poppa was involved in a single car crash on Interstate 85 near Hateville. The car was still drivable, so he called his manager to ask what he should do. They decided to meet in a parking lot near a Hilton Hotel. When they met, Lil Poppa stayed inside his car while his manager spoke with him through open window. It's not clear what they talked about. At some point during the meeting, Lil Poppa pulled out a gun and shot himself, resulting in his death. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Something ain't adding up, though. It's not making any sense. Sounds like a melting pot. It say just don't even make no sense. Yeah, this don't make no. This story right here just don't make no sense. Like he shot himself, and you know what I mean. I didn't think he would do that. Like now maybe overdosing, but that's crazy. I didn't think you'll shoot yourself. Like, let me see. It's crazy, man. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find it. But yeah, but here, that's what they saying though. It's everybody saying the same thing. He stayed through the phone. That ain't making no sense though. Yeah, that don't make no sense to me. I don't really. Yeah, let me see, cause of death. They say, but they say how I say it right here. Just the medical examiner report supposedly. You know what I mean? Yeah, see, date of death. Say yeah, Fulton County. See, suicide and gunshot wound to the head. That's what they supposedly saying, but I mean, I don't know. Let me see.
What it seems. I don't believe that Lil Poppa took his own life. One thing they don't realize is Lil Poppa came to realization that Jesus Christ is Lord. He came to a realization that Jesus was real. And people are using videos like him saying, oh man, y'all, this is my last album. I got one more album left, then I'm going to find my peace. He knew what came with this, but he is done with this, no matter what it comes with. That wasn't saying that he's finna drop this album, then he's gonna take his life. He was prepared to lose his life for Jesus' sake. It's a lot of people that will know Jesus is real, but they will still let the enemy use them because they don't want to be taken out. They don't want to lose the money. They don't want to lose the fame. But what does it profit a man to gain the whole world to lose his own soul? Mm-hmm. So Lil Poppa was saying he has one more album left on that label. And after that album, he's done. He's done. He's going to find his peace in Jesus Christ. In that same video, he was speaking about how he was reading the Bible. Like, he was truly finding peace in Jesus, and he was content with that. He was content with losing his life instead of selling his soul. I used to listen to Lil Poppa when I was of the world because it was always relatable. But Lil Poppa reached over 1 million followers after his death. He didn't want to sell his soul to go higher up. They're trying to save their own life, and they end up losing their soul. Lil Poppa was willing to lose his life so Jesus can save his soul. So the narrative of y'all saying that listen to his music, he was depressed, he took his own life. When he started to read the Bible and truly believe that Jesus Christ died for his sins, depression no longer has control. Yeah, we still suffer. Yeah, we still have feelings. Yeah, sometimes it gets lonely. But knowing that Jesus Christ is Lord, Lil Poppa didn't take his own life. This world is a stage. Hearing about the autopsy and them saying that it was a self-inflicted wound to the head, it makes me feel a lot better. He didn't take himself out. He lost his life because he didn't want to sell out. I believe that Lil Poppa repented of his sins before he lost his life, but he didn't take his life. They pushed his narrative and they controlled the narrative. But
yeah, they definitely control the narrative.
God sees what happens behind closed doors. God sees what's done in secret. God sees the cover-ups. God sees the lies and the manipulation. Everybody got an answer to God. What's done in the dark will always come to the light. I love y'all. God bless y'all.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, G. That don't sound too right to me. A self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Yeah, you know how much courage it take to put a gun to your head and pull the trigger. Like, I ain't gonna lie, most people can't do that, bro. Most people can't do that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Most people can't do that. I ain't even gonna lie to you, y'all. And I'm just on a tip where as though, like, you say much love and just showing love to great small creators, kind respect. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. But yeah, I'm just speaking on the Lil Poppa situation. They saying that he shot himself in the head. I don't believe he shot himself in the head. I don't know. We got who that manager that he spoke to. We're going to interview that manager. Let's see what that manager talk about. I don't really, you know, I don't trust that. You know what I mean? Because it's on the tip where it's like, you know, he was maybe probably depressed or, you know, whatever. But it wasn't, I don't think he was depressed enough to shoot himself in the head. Like, come on, bro, shoot yourself in the head. Like, I don't think Lil Poppa, if anything, I thought he might have been overdosed off drugs or something like that. But, and I think Lil Poppa, he did sell out. But once, you know, like I said, I think I do agree with you. Once he realized that he you feel what I'm saying, did what he did repent for it. You know what I mean? So I agree with this.
I'm sorry, but this Lil Poppa story does not check out at all. They're saying that in his last moments, he got in a single car crash, so he crashed his own car, called his mate.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel too, man. Like, subscribe, Robbie TV. We on our way to 500 subscribers, man. So I appreciate y'all if y'all like, subscribe. We speaking on this Lil Poppa situation right now. A lot of people, you know, I'm probably not going on TikTok to really go down the rabbit hole because they saying that a lot of people ain't feeling this story that they, you know what I mean? A lot of people, most people probably thought it was overdose. So with this story right here, they probably they could have came up with a better story than this because I don't believe it.
Manager asking what he should do. They met at a Hilton hotel, talked to each other through the window. Lil Poppa rolled down his window a little bit, and then in the end of that conversation, it ended in Lil Poppa unaliving himself with a gun. That does not check out at all. Some people in the comments are saying this doesn't add up because they did change the story multiple times. At first, the narrative was that it was an O'Deasley. Then they changed the narrative about his health issues with sickle cell, and now they're saying it's him unaliving himself. So it's really confusing what's going on here. Then again, I don't know. I don't know his situation. I don't know anything about what he's going through in real life, but it's worth pointing out that on the surface, it looks like there might be some holes in this story and that something weird is happening. But then again, people are commenting some valid theories saying that he probably tried to crash his car to unalive himself, met with his manager tried to talk him out of it. Didn't work. He did it anyway. Let us know what you think's going on here. We'll see you in the next one with more updates.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yo, they about to turn me into a conspiracy thirst. They about to turn me into a conspiracy thirst.
No bullshit.
Cause something ain't adding up here.
Yeah, something ain't adding up.
If ain't nobody gonna say it, I'ma motherfucking say it. They fucking lying. They gotta be fucking lying. Cause just fucking yesterday or 2 days, whenever the fuck this shit really happened, it was an accidental overdose. I done heard 8 pills, I done heard lean, I done heard a lot of shit, but the main cause to death was overdose. Now, you tell me how the fuck you're mistaking a gunshot wound that's visible on you for accidental overdose. Right. And correct me if I'm wrong, when EMS walk up to an incident, they can tell if a motherfucker has been shot. Right. Other than an accidental overdose. Like they ain't even gotta take you all the way to the hospital to tell if you've been shot or if this is an overdose. Right. So how the fuck y'all tell us accidental overdose and this man shot himself? Right. See, shit's changing. Shit, story's changing after 2 days. Right. After 2 days, the story is already fucking changing. And y'all ain't about to tell me anything. Straight up. Baltimore will ride from the Poppa.
I already knew he was from Baltimore, yo.
This legit shit. He was from here. You asked us.
No bullshit.
You know what I mean? Niggas went through hard times and listened to Lil Poppa and he got us through.
No bullshit.
But y'all ain't just about to tell us anything, man. That shit, the truth better come out.
I knew you was from Baltimore, just how he was talking for real. But y'all, all right, man, come on, you can't tell niggas anything, bro. You ain't gonna piss on me, tell me it's rated. I ain't gonna go for it. Flat out, yeah, they like it's no way, because that's what when they said overdose, I'm like, okay, most people, if they would have stuck to that story, most people probably would have believed it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I was saying about last, I'm like, that we just lost Rich Homie Quad to an overdose. You feel what I'm saying? Now we gotta look into all these stories. Yo, what's up with you know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna sit here. I would sit here and say it. Like, I'm not surprised if the motherfucking record labels, the medical examiner, the fucking prosecutors, the judges, the police department, all of them probably in cahoots with each other, and the federal government. You know what I mean? All of them, man, these record labels, man, they can in cahoots with the federal government, you know, and they can make that phone call. Okay, look, we need you to say this, and this report, and the whole time it could be something else. Because he made a great point, and I didn't even think of it like that too. Whenever a death or anything happen, whoever responds to that call, EMS, firefighters, whatever, you know what I mean, 9 times out of 10 it's probably gonna be the firefighters respond, but EMS too. Once they get there, they're gonna kind of know the cause of death for the most part. You know what I mean? Or they can at least, you know what I mean, speculate. You feel what I'm saying? But like, if it's a gunshot wound, or if it's an overdose, or if it's a car crash accident, you know what I mean? Something, you know, like something like that, or a seizure or a stroke. You know what I mean? Something that's they can look at it right there, like bro said, you feel what I'm saying? But like, you can't mistake no overdose for no gunshot wound. A gunshot wound is highly visible. You're gonna maybe see blood, you're gonna have a shell case, you're gonna maybe have a, you know, especially if it's self-inflicted, you should have a gun somewhere near around you. So that should have been the first story off the jump. If it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound, that should have been the first story off the jump. It shouldn't have been no fucking overdose. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand, y'all, because like even if he did overdose, even if he did OD and like or passed out and made a mistake and shot himself, you know what I mean? Let's say he playing with a gun, whatever. He, you know what I mean? High as a bitch playing with a gun and he shoot himself. That's still gonna probably be it's gonna say both though. Like, I mean, like, it's gonna have both. You're gonna have both in the examiner report. You know what I mean? The police report and all that. It's gonna say, you know what I mean? But most of the time, probably they're gonna say self-inflicted gunshot wound first, because they're gonna have to take you to the hospital and test your blood and all that, see what kind of drugs you had in your system and all that. Then they probably gonna add that to the story later. But 9 times out of 10, all in all, what I'm saying is, anything with a gunshot wound, that shit is gonna be noticeable off the break. Now, you have, you know what I mean? Like, now, if you overdosed and you know what I mean, you had drugs in your system and all, they probably gonna see that right then and there too. but it's going to take you to the hospital so they can, you know how many milligrams or whatever you had or whatever you had mixed, whatever, But a gunshot wound, like that should have been their first story out the jump. I don't really understand why the fuck it wasn't. You feel what I'm saying? Like that shit wasn't really. I wasn't feeling it at all, yo. That story ain't checking out with me neither. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It ain't checking out with me neither. So let me see.
Wait, another update on Lil Poppa. They're saying he took his life in front of the police and his manager. TMZ got a direct statement from the police chief stating that Lil Poppa was in a car accident. Worried, asking the manager what he should do, the car was still drivable. They drove and parked in the nearest Hilton parking lot, where police met up with them. The officer claims that Lil Poppa stayed in the vehicle while his manager came up to the officer's window and was discussing the incident.
What a body cam footage.
They saw him lift up his firearm, and you know what happened next. TMZ said they don't know what the discussion was that led up to him wanting to, do that. So I apologize, but until more information comes out, I don't know, like, was it something that happened in the accident that caused that, or just simply his cries out for help? It's still rest in peace to him.
And then so do they even have, like, this happened in Atlanta, right? I know they got body cam footage. You have to get the body cam footage too, man. You know what I mean? Cause I ain't feeling that story. I ain't really. Now, when the overdose, I'm like, all right, okay, I can believe that. The overdose would have been believable, but now they saying that the gunshot wound. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy. I don't understand how the fuck you mistake an overdose for a gunshot wound. That you can't mistake it because a gunshot wound was gonna be blood. You know what I mean? Shell casings, all types of shit. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if he shot himself in the head. If he they said he shot himself in the head. If he shot himself in the head, that should have been a bloody, like that would have been a nasty scene. Like that would be brain, you know what I mean? That would have been like when they would have responded to that call, that would have been a nasty scene. Like that would have just been you feel what I'm saying? Like that would have been the first story, you know what I mean? Like would have been no fucking overdose. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand why motherfuckers I don't believe that shit. I don't believe that. Now it make me question everything that fucking going on with Atlanta police and police department. Cause it's like, yo, I don't. If he shot himself in the head, that means it would have been brain matter, blood. I mean, residue, everything. You feel what I'm saying? Splatter. It would have been shit everywhere. Especially if you're in a car too. That shit would have been a whole mess. You know what I mean? You shoot a motherfucker in the head, that shit gonna splatter. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, that would have been they first, like, that would have been the first, they wouldn't, you know what I mean? That would have been the first report, Lord Poppa, you know what I mean, unalives himself with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Motherfuckers would have been like, damn, that would have been, I would have been the first story that, you know what I mean? If it would have been a first story, a lot of people probably would have been like, still probably been like, damn, but it wouldn't have been as crazy as it sound now, because now they switching it after they just said an overdose. But now y'all saying he shot himself in the head. Shoot yourself in the head is a big deal. Like that ain't like no leg shot, no, you know what I mean, arm shot. Like shoot yourself in the head, that's a big deal. You're gonna have residue, all that shit everywhere. You know what I mean, splatter, brain matter, everything. So that's gonna be their first story. So it should just sound weird to me, yo. Sound real weird. So I mean, we're gonna keep touching on that topic. We're gonna keep updated on that because I don't really like, I don't know what the fuck was up with that. We're gonna see, you know what I mean? It's more shit gonna come out about it because Lil Poppa, a lot of people love Lil Poppa, man, you know what I mean? So more shit gonna come out of his deal, you know what I mean? What the fuck was going on with Gotti, I don't know. It's, you know what I mean? Insurance policy, we don't know. So hopefully something come out, man, where they can expose this shit because I don't, something sound funny to me. So, but yeah, man, make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that tapped in, man. We're going to have some other topics. We're going live again tomorrow. Have some more topics, touch on a couple more things. It's a lot more to talk about. So, I appreciate everybody that tapped in. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all like, subscribe, check out my other videos. I'm dropping a my travel videos on my other channel gonna be Robbie Travels. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put that in this in my community tab and all that. Make sure y'all subscribe to that. So I appreciate y'all checking in, man. Robbie TV, Shake Back Kid. We out.